Courage is a muscle. And the more often you do things that are brave, even though they're uncomfortable, even though they're scary, even though sometimes you might fall on your butt and it won't work out, the braver you get, the stronger you get.
You breathe in through your nose for 4 and count to 4. You can count to 6 if you have the lungs capacity, or you can count to 3 if you like. Hold the breath in for 2 seconds and then release the breath through your mouth, counting to 6 or 5 or 4, whichever whichever you're able to.
So this little panel here gives us a sense of how that coffee and donut all adds up. So a typical coffee, say £3, donut maybe 2. That's a £5 a day, and I would do this myself when we're in college. £5 a day, 5 days a week. That's €25 a week. 4 weeks in the month, that's €100, and 12 times that is €1,200. So we might be spending, if we're buying the coffee and the donut, about €1,200 a year.
Pay the artist was a key strategy in 2020, and it was essentially about ensuring it was very apparent for a long time that there was a risk of people being asked to work for free or feeling under pressure to do so or for less. And so the Pay the Artist strategy was a way of the Arts Council trying to support artists by ensuring that they can make a fair wage.
For anyone who is a graduate and is looking to use it to help them get a job or something like that, the free version is more than sufficient. If you have a good LinkedIn profile, and we're going to talk about all the different ways that you can improve your LinkedIn profile, you don't need to pay for LinkedIn Premium or LinkedIn Sales or anything like that.
It's the entire creative and live event sector. So any of the following sectors get to use the service. Definitely the mental health counselling side is one side, but you can contact Mind and Creative Minds about your finances, about career, about legal. Sometimes it's a legal contract that you're about to get into as a freelancer especially.
It's the professional minded people, the empathetic people that are not afraid to try different things and have an open mind, that have longevity and usually go on and have some sort of substantial career.
It's the process of developing a mark that is created around your name and or your career. So you use this mark to express and communicate your skills, personalities and values.
Why we're here doing this is because we want to start you to put your profile out there. The first half page of your CV is your prime real estate.
Don't filter anything out. See what they're looking for. Go through, because you never know.
They're here because they want to meet you. This was like pushing against an open door for us, actually. We didn't really have to persuade anybody.
A lot of people ask me, is it worth doing a postgraduate, particularly now as COVID happens? And now I may be a bit biased in that I've done a master's, but I strongly encourage it. I think it's an excellent opportunity to advance your learning.
My advice would be to put yourself forward to as many things as possible, and that it kind of dominoes then.
Are you where you thought you'd be on your graduation day?
I thought I would be somewhere else, but where I thought I would be wasn't where I wanted to be.
When you're in final year, don't compare yourself to anyone else and what job offers they're getting and everything like that. Just focus on what you think you'd like to do.
People who have no concept of a journey, not to worry about it. I can't tell you how little an idea I had of where I was going. The way we learned to study and how we learn to think about things is something that has completely impacted me forever.
It's a very daunting thing to move country and to also start a new job, and especially if it's your first job in your industry out of college. But if you see it all as an opportunity and see it all as an experience.
I absolutely love the idea of networking and, buy a coffee, give a coffee. I think especially the creative courses, you're going to get so much more out of a chat with someone.
The SMART goals, they stand for specific, measurable, attainable or achievable, relevant and time-based.
Look over past exam papers and mock papers just to get a sense of the types of questions.
The importance of office politics. So following your passion and working really hard, and I worked harder than anybody else at the time, isn't always enough, particularly in these big organizations.
I definitely found it was easier to sort of apply for things
that when I worked with friends.
A lot of graduates are very clear on what they want to do, and especially a lot of IADT graduates are very kind of driven, and they go straight out into and start building their careers, or they go into further education. They have a kind of a map, but lots of people don't.